Your memory is going fast, no telling how long this can last.
What's up, everybody? I am Johnny Rizzo, and tonight I got a little bit of a different show for you than Motorcycle Mayhem Radio, which is funny because it's probably like the same kind of show anyway. All right, so anyway, I'm with my band here, Arrival, and Steve. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right, we got Craig and Warren over there.
What's up?
So we got the singing, we got the keyboards, and we got the bass and the drums here. So we are Arrival. Arrival. I can't speak. We are Arrival. We are Arrival. We are the original Arrival. Did we lose the name? I don't know what happened with the name because there's a lot of Arrival bands out there.
Oh my God! There was a lot before us, and there was a lot after us. So we're just in a pool of arrivals.
A pool.
I like that.
A lot of Arrivals out there, man.
You know, we're the best.
We
So
are
that's all
We are
that
the-
matters.
Rival arrivals.
Exactly.
Rival.
So, we're all going to tell our stories. Laz is not with us tonight. He's out in California. The guitar player of the band. And, did we get lucky when we landed Laz, though? I mean, holy shit, man.
We just got lucky over and over again.
We did. Yeah, we did. And now it's funny because when I was kind of out of playing the drums before I even met you guys. And, I told my mother I blamed my father because I always did so bad in school that he would take my drums away. That was my punishment. So one time I got really bad at school, right? He took my drums away for a year and a half, and I kind of forgot about it. Like I kind of lost my craziness of playing, my no fear of playing. And then when I got back into it, I was like more like, unsure of some things where I never used to be that way. I used to be just let it go.
Right.
So when I met my ex-wife, Christine, her neighbors had a band, and they they asked me if I'd play drums in the band, you play drums. So all I had was my brother's wedding, which was on a big VCR tape, put it in, and I showed them that tape of me playing drums. They're like, you're in. And this band, I mean, I didn't know what would you call the band. It was just, we had a guitar player that was kind of fruity, right? This guy was like, he was, actually no. I met him and brought him in, the guitarist. And after the first rehearsal that we did, the guitar player came to me and said, we're going to get out of here. Okay, we're going to start our own band. Forget these guys. I got a singer that's going to rock your world. Oh, yeah? All right. The singer was fucking horrible. All right, he was nasty. I'm like, this guy's good. This guy's horrible.
I thought he was leading.
You remember
for a
him?
minute. I was like,
His name was Warren.
What was his name? I remember.
You remember, right?
Yeah, too.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he wasn't good.
I still have a couple of songs with him singing on it.
Yeah, so do I. I actually have a CD. Well, those songs were pretty good that we had.
Some of them were good. Yeah.
I mean, I love to get those songs. I've been moving around, so I got to get my act together here with my stuff. But so when we got this band together, then I think we put an ad out for a bass player.
That's how I.
And then you showed up, right?
Yeah.
And I think right off the bat, you didn't get along with the guitar player, too.
Well, it wasn't that I didn't get along with him.
He was hard to get along with.
He
was a dick.
I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. So he was sure of what he wanted to do,
right?
And it wasn't what we wanted to do,
right.
That's the way I look at it.
What style was he in?
So, but we basically
he's in that formula of hair metal kind of formula, kind
right.
of. Everything was dun 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 dun.
Yeah,
dun,
he was a good guitar player. I will say that.
It wasn't bad,
but remember that night?
But it wasn't
what you wanted.
It needed something more,
right?
And that's what Johnny and I would, like that. We said, hey, all right, this is,
and then we
might have something going here, but we need something more.
Right, we were at the right track in, is when I met Craig, because we went to the right track in to go see a band, and I think Craig's band was playing, and then you introduced Craig to me, that at the right track in Baldwin.
Well, it might have
Freeport.
I might have been sitting in with a band that was just brought me on for that one night or something like that, because I don't think I was in a permanent band at that time.
No, I don't think you were either.
But you might be right about when we met.
Well, yeah.
That's where we met, but that's not why he was in the band.
No, we met, you introduced me to him.
Right.
That night.
Craig and I were in a cover band.
Right.
With my wife, Christine.
Right.
And that's, and then I started playing with you.
Right.
And I was like, like I said, we felt like we
needed something
more.
And it was
like, hey, I know this keyboard player.
Yeah.
That's really good.
But I think that Coy wasn't about that. And then that's when we actually invited another guitar player down to play with Corey, and he gave us the bullshit. Oh, I left my guitar home. Who goes to rehearsal and leaves their fucking guitar home? Who does that?
Yeah, he just didn't want.
He didn't want to play.
Yeah,
He was jealous, right?
Absolutely.
So then we kind of like booted him, and it was me, you, and Craig, and we actually wrote "You Saved" like right off the bat.
That's right.
Yep.
That song came out and it was like, holy shit.
That song.
Well, that was, I wrote that song when I was 12.
Did you really? I never knew that. Okay.
You wrote the lyrics.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No.
Oh, wait, I'm
Wait,
sorry.
wait.
I'm thinking of.
I thought he wrote the lyrics. You did not?
No, we didn't have lyrics.
I think you're talking about.
You Saved, is that what you're
Yeah.
Like You Do is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Oh,
It
okay.
was me.
That's a great song, by the way.
Lyrically.
Lyrically. But I actually wrote that song when I was like 12.
No kidding.
And I gave it to him.
Yeah.
I was like, I got this song.
And that's one of my
all I
favorite-
had was a few pieces as usual.
It's one of my favorite songs.
And Craig went
Mine too?
Love that song.
and took it into make it into a whole song.
Wow.
Well,
So-
that was before we had Laz, of course.
Yes.
So, and there's a few songs on that CD that are just experimental that we didn't really have.
Right. But the funny part about the whole thing is, so we started writing "You Saved," and then we decided Corey's done.
I think Corey didn't like You Saved. He didn't like the direction.
Because it was too
Corey was-
melodic.
Remember?
Yeah.
Crying in
You
the
sound
corner.
like Mickey Mouse.
I don't like this.
Yeah, he was a big baby. Anyway, so we wrote that song and two other songs, I believe, and we recorded them. But then I got married. I went on my honeymoon. And I remember you called me up. I called you. I was sneaking my phone calls from St. Tom. My wife and I was like,
Did you find anybody yet?
yeah. Well, what are you doing? Who are
You right there, honey?
Yeah. I'm off for a walk. Right? And I remember you playing me him over the phone. I'm like, holy shit. Right?
And that was that tape. We got to talk about the tape.
That was the thing.
How'd you get
Don't
a
forget,
tape?
we had Eric.
We had
No, Eric was after him. No, before him.
We had Eric.
Oh, Eric was before. Yeah, he was
Eric was
right.
before Warren.
Right.
And
E-hole.
E-hole.
remember we were talking about
Wait a minute. E.O. Hamill?
No,
His name was Eric
Okay.
Goodman.
All right. Yeah, you're
But
the wrong guy.
he said man. So he called himself Eric Man.
Yeah.
And he dubbed him E-hole.
In true Johnny fashion.
Yes.
Oh, well,
we
yeah.
had Warren. Remember we were in the studio, the same one that Corey was in, and we had Eric, I think, at the time, and the guy tried out for vocals. And remember he made us do vocal exercises.
Yes.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah. It was a.
And within the first 30 seconds, right? First 30 seconds, you know,
No.
this is not going to work,
No.
but you still got to like play the game anyway.
We were trying to hold back from laughing.
It was pretty funny.
You know,
That actually is funny.
it was very fun. Yeah.
I can picture
So-
what you guys doing.
Steve, tell us how it all went down
All right, so
with Warren and how you met Warren and the tape. That's really an awesome story.
right, so now so the three of us are together and with E-hole, and we know E-hole's not going to make it for us, but whatever, we used him for a couple of songs just to get a guitar part. One song actually, right?
Just a piece.
He did You Saved.
He did You Saved, and then Craig decided, I
was
could
terrible.
I could play probably just as good as this guy, so
Yeah.
let's get rid of him.
No doubt.
But
So now we don't have him. Now we need a singer, of course. We need a guitar player. We started to audition some guitar players.
Right. In the meantime, we tried to do our own stuff. But I think Warren was with us, so I don't want to jump ahead.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
So
no, Warren wasn't with us yet.
yeah, no, we're still
'Cause I didn't meet Warren till after I got back from St. Thomas.
right. It was just the three of us and looking for a singer. And Craig had a tape of some guy singing.
Right.
That he was friends with the bass player, I believe. Right.
Yeah, there was my friend Nick, who played bass. I was in a cover band with him, and he said, "Can you come down and help me mix this tape at the studio in Queens?" And I said, "Sure." I went there just to sit in and give my feedback. And of course, I hear this voice. I mean, he's a reel-to-reel machine and everything. So
Reel to reel.
it turned out to be a demo Warren was
Right.
doing.
What I believe.
What I Believe was a song, and I couldn't believe it.
That's a great song, by the way. You got to send me that song still.
So yeah, I asked for a
want it?
copy of it,
Yeah.
and I remember playing it for Steve, saying, "This is the kind of singer we need."
Right. And I was like, oh, like this was completed the vision for us because
Right.
I think Craig and we had in our head what we
Yes.
were striving for, but I thought it was going to be impossible because it's just hard to find somebody
A singer like that.
somebody
Right.
that fits in, that has the what you wanted to
Absolutely.
hear,
Yep.
like the whole thing. And so we had this tape of this guy singing, and we didn't know who it was because Craig didn't meet him. He just was mixing it, and that's even the song. There you go.
Play it. Put up there.
Hold it.
That song brings back
This is what
memories,
Craig
boy.
and I sat and listened to. And I
What
was
a song that was.
whoa.
So that
I'll
was
send it to you,
1988. That was 1988.
That it was recorded.
Yeah.
Right.
So this was 1990 now, right?
So
When you and I were.
when you and I were 92 when we were talking about we heard Warren's voice in the rehearsal studio.
Was it 92?
Yeah, it was 88 when I went to mix the tape with Nick, and then 92 was when we were forming really the nucleus of Arrival with and we played with Warren because 91 was a little too early. We were still materialized.
Okay. So we listened to this tape. We loved it. Wow, this is great. We were going to use that as our benchmark. Okay, this is we got to find a guy that sounds like this.
Right.
So, so we put an ad out, the Island Ear, all the local
Island Ear
on the Long Island back in the day, and we got a few calls.
Yep.
We auditioned a few people, and then this guy Warren, calls, whatever. And so I'm probably jaded at this point. Okay, Warren, here you go. All right, come down to this studio this day. Let's do it. And so we were there, whatever. Warren shows up, and I think we gave him like you do, right?
Well, no, you saved.
You saved. I'm sorry.
You saved,
So you saved. Okay, so here's a song that we wrote. Craig had wrote the lyrics already, and Warren usually likes to write his own lyrics, but coming in the first time, whatever, he just did it. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So he starts singing, and Craig and I are looking at each other like, "Wait a minute here. This voice sounds awfully familiar." Turns out, sure enough, Warren was the singer on that tape from those years ago that we were using as a benchmark to try to find a singer.
I still love that story.
And he walks in the door, and the rest is history.
But not only that, but we also, I felt kind of selfish that night because Warren, we were asking about influences. You had the same taste as Steve and I would start playing.
The Carpenters.
I was playing all these old songs.
Yeah.
Warren was singing them all night, so I felt.
Yeah, it was like, ding, it was like just click, we're done. Okay, how the guy.
I felt the same way. So
Wow.
And that's how we got Warren in. And then, wow, the guitarist.
Now, how did we meet Laz? I'm trying to figure out.
Here's a funny story, too. I got another funny story.
How
You have another Warren story though, too, because you heard Warren in a club, I think, right?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
So there was that's right, true. So even years before that, what year was that you were in Curve?
Oh, shit.
86?
86 through 90, yeah.
Okay, so somewhere in the mid 80s, I went to a club.
Wow.
It was Feathers.
Feathers?
Sounds about
remember
right.
that?
Was it a
It was a
male club?
teen disco,
was it a
right? And then normal nights, which is a normal bar. It was in East Meadow. It was in one of those buildings over like Buttles over there.
Yes.
It was over there.
a
Whatever.
Over there.
Such
Such a great memory. He has such a great memory.
Cheap drinks or whatever there. So I went check it out. There's a band playing. Oh, cool! There's a band playing tonight. So I'm looking, I'm listening because I was in a band too. I've been in a band since I was 12.
Right.
I'm like, wow, this guy's good. And I was with the keyboard player in my band at the time, not Craig. And this band was playing called Curve. And I was like, wow, these guys are great. This is really cool. So they had a little mailing list, sign-up sheet.
Which I still have.
Which he still has.
Gee, really?
I signed it. And what was my critique? I wish it was a little heavier.
Sing is good. Guitar play. Wish it was a little heavier.
Yeah. Sing is great. Wish the music was a little heavier.
That's exactly what he wrote.
So that's 2 times that we actually bumped
Crossed
into
paths.
each other in the past.
Right.
And so that's kooky. So
That is kooky.
It was
Funny.
yeah, it was fate.
Definitely fate. I mean,
Yeah.
look, and we're still together today.
That's
You know what I mean? That's an amazing thing. The band is still something going on with it. When you made us the CD, Craig, that was an amazing thing that you did. Thank you so much for doing that.
Absolutely.
But
Great surprise.
then we started getting these sales all over the world. In Germany and Japan.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
And then we get people writing you about they want to use their music for their website, right?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of strange occurrences where this little bunch of demo tapes, which we'll talk about, had a life of its own.
Right.
And I think where we left off just now was we had Warren on board now, then we just didn't have a guitarist. So I'm not a guitarist. but so we were making demos because we were still writing stuff.
Right.
And I remember you came over and we recorded "Where Will We Be" or
And we forgot to put the overhead mics on.
yeah, I forgot to put the overhead mics on. But and I was faking my way through the parts, but we knew we needed a real guitar player.
Right.
Yeah, but your faking is probably better than
Yeah,
90% of most people that consider themselves guitarists. So
Yes.
But I that was in the studio, okay. But we needed somebody real.
Right.
yeah.
We did. Now, for anybody out there that's listening, we're talking about You Saved. It was our first song that we really wrote together. So check out the song. We'll be right back right after this.
Remember the day my heart ran away like a soul that gave up trying. I needed to know you never let go when I just felt like dying. You saved my life, you saved the love that we knew. I should have believed in you. You saved it all when you gave it all that you had. Now I'm coming back to you. So now I return with the love that I burned and hope that we can share it. You saved my life when you saved the love that we knew. I should have believed in you. You saved it all when you gave it all that you had. Now I'm coming back to you. You saved my life when you saved the love that we knew. I should have believed in you. You saved it all when you gave it all that you had. Now I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
All right, we are back. That was awesome too, man. That was, you know what? For my father to come to me and say, "What is that song I heard you playing? Is that your band?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's your band." My father always remembered me being in these shitty bands. I was in a band called Conspiracy a long time ago, and we were like, bah, 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 just playing it fast and hard as you could, And my parents were flicking the lights. Enough, you're done. But he heard this, and he's like, "That's good. That is
What
good."
song was it?
You Saved.
It was You Saved, yeah.
Yeah, that's still to my mother's favorite song till today. But
Yeah.
that was amazing. You know what I mean? To have my father say that because he never liked what I did.
I used to work in
The Wiz.
and I would sneak our tapes and I would stick them in there,
Yeah.
to the sound system, and see how they sounded over the speakers, and watch people's reaction. If nobody really cared, but
It was fun though. I used to do that when I worked at Genevieve's.
yeah.
It wasn't this band, but I used to do the same thing. Pop your demo in the thing, put it on
Yeah.
the overhead.
That can go good and bad, man. You can get like a reaction like, "Hey, what is this? Yeah, what the fuck is this shit?" You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
It goes both ways, But lately, I mean, the album's out now, and everyone loves it. That seems to me.
Everybody seems to love it. Yeah.
I mean, what do we got on Spotify?
We got. It's only been up for what? I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks, and we're like over 7,500.
7,500.
Just on Spotify too. We're on like 75 different platforms right now.
Yeah.
Including Apple Music, Amazon Music. All the big ones. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cool. For me, because you guys stayed in the music. Like you were with your Guns N' Roses band. You played with the Van Halen band. You had your bands. I was kind of out of it. Like after Arrival, I was done. I was like, my hands were killing me. You know what I mean? I was just done playing. So for me, to be at a party, and we hung out a lot of places like Even Flow. Remember Even Flow?
Yep.
And all those bars. And all our friends were in bands.
Yeah.
No one even knew that I was a drummer. Like, they never knew me as a drummer. Nobody. But it'd be cool being at a party after 2013 and be like, oh, yeah, Spotify, Alexa, play A Room of Tears. Yeah, that's my band. What? Get the fuck out of here. What is this shit? And then people didn't know.
Yeah.
And still to today, they don't know. You say we have an album out. They're like, an album?
Hey, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So I go, we watch your band.
I'm in a band.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm in a band. I've been playing 36 years, mate.
Hey.
We're in a band. You know what I mean?
That's the glory of it, right? I mean,
That's the greatest part.
And the funny part is about, I don't think at the time we thought it would ever be more than a demo.
Right.
I remember driving through the snow to meet at either your house or was it Baldwin Harbor?
Baldwin.
Oh, yeah, the Baldwin House, yep.
And it was a snowstorm, and I had my multi-track in the back.
Yep.
And all the bookshelves and stuff that we'd use to stack stuff on. And,
Yep.
we set up in the bedroom, to do drums for a couple of songs and
Yep.
see how they go.
Yeah.
And, we kind of really do it yourself.
And I gotta tell you, that was a difficult thing for me because I always like to play loud. And when we did the drum tracks in one of my bedrooms, and you were set up in the next bedroom, you're bleeding through the walls. I can't play light, and it just, you know what I mean? It was tough.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
recording and playing live is,
Two different things.
totally different things.
Oh,
We
yeah.
didn't have any sense of monitoring each other, and it was all really primitive.
What was your one of the biggest highlights of being in Arrival, Steve? I'll start with you.
Oh boy, there's just so many. I mean, I guess. Well,
It's gonna be the same for all of us. But go ahead.
what Big City?
I was gonna say,
when Todd came up. Todd. Fliss.
Oh my God.
His name was really Fliss.
Douche.
He said Felice. I don't know. He liked it better.
Yeah.
Our manager dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he came up to we were playing at Big City in Southampton.
Right.
And he came up to the stage and put a note on the.
Yeah, I remember that. We got that on the video.
And you picked it up. And
You showed it to
said,
me. Yep.
Wow, you guys see me after this.
Right,
You
yeah.
guys are really good. See me after this.
I forgot to put a note up there.
So that was to me like
I know that he
Holy shit.
Right.
he turned the sound system up for us.
that's
Right.
right. He gave us the full boat.
Yes,
Wow.
because he walked up and he heard us and he liked us and he went back and put us at headliner level.
Yeah.
Really? I don't remember that. No.
Yeah.
That was
What's your finest memory of Arrival?
for me, it's the conglomeration of everything. Like for example, you calling us up and saying, "Guess where we're playing?"
What?
We're opening up for Zebra.
Oh, I remember that.
All these little,
That was a big one.
yeah.
That was amazing.
I can't say there's one particular thing. It's just all the memories and
You guys are gonna love mine. But go
all
ahead.
surprises that come.
Right.
When I get a phone call from you saying we're playing this place or that place.
Right.
And if we had a good night.
Right. Warren.
The Big City gig was my favorite. Just the whole vibe, the whole thing.
Wow, I can't believe you guys ain't touched it. I'm not gonna say.
No,
it.
that's okay. But my favorite overall thing with Arrival, and you're all gonna be like, yeah, of course, was the writing.
The writing.
I
Right.
love the fucking writing.
That was so natural.
Magical.
It was just beautiful.
Magical.
Yeah.
Somebody would come down with something, a drum beat, a bass, a keyboard part, or guitar part, and it was just like, oh, hold on, I've got my book. Okay, me alone for a
You
second.
know, you guys were fucking amazing with this shit. I was just a drummer, man. I sit back and all of a sudden I hear like a fucking song. I'm like, oh my God, it's an amazing song.
The writing just came so easy.
Yeah.
It really did. It was just boom.
The lyrics, you got awesome lyrics too, man. It's incredible. But my highlights, I got 2 of them, all right? The video that we made right? in the city.
Oh my God, I would have said that.
We were like stars that day. They treated us like stars that day.
That was a
fun, yeah.
fantastic day.
It was
Now,
fun, yeah.
the funny thing about that is when I worked for my father back then, it was tough to get off, right? So I took off 2 days. To get off 2 days in a row, that wasn't happening. So what I did was I brought 2 shirts to the video shot. If you watch the video of us, you notice I'm wearing one shirt, and then another day I'm wearing another one. And I told my father how to do it in 2 days. So I changed shirts. That was one. And my other highlight, believe it or not, which means more to me now because I did a show with Lou Graham, is when we used to do Feels Like the First Time.
Yeah.
And then Juan used to turn around and we go, "Hey, Johnny, why don't you open up?" That was fucking awesome. I used to love that. That was cool. So we're gonna have Lou on the show again, on my motorcycle show. I'm gonna have him do that for me. Say, "Hey, Johnny, and I'm gonna have you in as a guest." Juan will be here as a guest because that's his idol there. So that'd be awesome.
I love Lou Graham.
But that was definitely a highlight for me. And
I would climb any mountain.
there you go, man.
I think I still have a recording of that.
Yeah, I got them somewhere too. I got a lot. I gotta
I just
find.
didn't put them up on the YouTube channel because they were covers, so I didn't put them up.
Yeah, I gotta find them
But
too.
the way you wanted, I had too.
Warp speed. Oh my God.
Warp speed.
My speed, my timing. I started any way you want it. That's the way. Any way you want it.
Yeah, it was a little fast.
I remember
She loves to laugh. She loves to sing. She does everything.
we played, remember Sparks? We played that
Oh yeah.
I remember Sparks too.
Blackmore was walking through the,
Yep.
that was so weird.
I'm glad Richard Blackmore was
I
one
don't
of
know
them.
this.
Yeah, Richie Blackmore
He
was there
lives
that night.
in like
I forgot where
Huntington
Sparks
or
was located.
something.
Where was that?
Deer Park Avenue.
Deer Park.
Deer Park.
Did he?
That's way gone now.
And we played a rainbow
Oh
song.
yeah,
that
it
night.
burned.
Yeah, it burned down. Yep.
Yeah.
Burned down.
It burned down, ironically.
We played a rainbow song.
Sparks
Yeah, we were
burned
doing,
down.
Yeah.
The only song I could think of would be with Joel and Turner. Then
Yeah, we did Street of Dreams. I think,
Street of
right?
Dreams.
Did we do that?
No.
No.
We did not.
No, we did.
Did
Mr. Big.
Mr. Big, green tinted 60s mind.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Which I had a lot of problems with.
You.
The first show we did, you were sick as a dog.
Dude.
I remember that. It was a winter night, February's.
Yeah.
He was sick,
He was
and
sick.
we had like 100 people there.
Yeah,
It was a
packed.
big show, man. It was a big show.
We didn't want to cancel.
I was
We're
like,
oh man, we don't want to cancel.
Because we had one show canceled already. The very first gig we were supposed to have at Hammerheads.
Yeah.
It was canceled because of this blizzard.
Right, the snow.
Yep.
No, we,
And then the second one we got, you were sick.
I was
so-
like Peter Brady. I was like, green tinted 60s mine. When it's time to change.
we played at some cool places. If you think about the bands that we played the Lemoore's in Brooklyn.
Yep.
We played Nobodies. Remember playing Nobodies?
Yep, yeah.
That was a big show.
Yep.
Sparks was big.
Sparks. was
Right?
big. I mean, yeah.
February's was a great practice place for us because we were right downstairs.
That was perfect. Yeah.
February's was, that's right, February's and Hammerheads were the same.
Same
Right,
place,
yeah.
yeah.
Changed the name.
I-
Gaspar.
Gaspar.
He changed the name.
Do you remember, Johnny? I think you rescued us because we got locked under the.
And I ripped the fucking doors off the cement.
People who were listening, we had.
Yeah.
We rented one of 3 rooms down the basement.
Now, my biggest thing back then playing, I don't like to be locked in, like claustrophobic. You know what I mean? And that always bothered me. And I always tried to keep those doors open, right?
Yeah.
But they got to close the doors. I didn't want them open. And one night, me and Steve, or was it you and me? Us.
I think it was you and I got locked
You and
in,
I.
right?
Well, and then there was
Yeah,
3
I wasn't
rooms.
there. I didn't get locked in.
There were 3 rooms down there,
Yeah.
3 rooms.
full of rats and cockroaches.
Yes.
Right? And the guy went, and I heard, like he locked the gate. I fucking ran up there.
Right, so one of the other guys.
I ripped the fucking doors right off
at
the
the
fucking cement. You remember?
Yeah.
And I threw them to the side. Holy shit.
I remember we were laughing at first, but then we had this feeling like,
We're fucked. No, the greatest night down there is me and you, Steve.
with the smoke machine.
He lit up the smoke machine. I'm drinking beer, we're doing pot or whatever.
Oh my god.
And we
you
did
couldn't even see yourself in there. We had
With
the
this-
fog machine going so much. You like
cranking
couldn't see your
fucking
hands.
tunes because we had the loudest stereo system in the world with that PA,
That's right. We had to crank through that.
right? That PA.
Well, you remember this story.
Which I still have, by the way.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I got
nice.
one for you. Do you remember we were down below and there was a band playing upstairs, and you guys were messing with the wireless frequencies.
To try to see if we can. Yeah, just try to see if I can hear my bass upstairs.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like us.
That's terrible.
Oh my God.
Oopsie.
That was great, man. That was good times, man. Definitely good times. But we're gonna come back. What song should I play for everybody right now?
Killing?
Killing Us. That's one of
to
the.
be the one that we always thought
Was our
bubble
song.
up to the top.
Yeah, Killing Us was a great song, man. That was
Yeah.
That was our Asia tribute.
the only song I did backups in.
That's right.
Only song.
Specifically
Otherwise,
that Asia sound.
if I didn't do backups, I was doing "Let's Watch Love Die." What a line that me and you do together. Everything will be all right, and I'll be there for you. Yeah.
I'll hold your hand all through the night.
And there's nothing that I can do. I can't sing for shit because my voice sucks.
That's what
You know?
John took over.
Yeah, that was Johnny.
That was Johnny.
All right, so we'll play Killing Us Inside and Cold and Live. We'll be right back right after this.
Where are we going? Are we going to bow out again this time? Where is the feeling? The feeling that kept us both alive. captured by the darkness, held within the light. How could this love ever take flight? Cold and alive, cold as the night, cold and alive, cold as the night. And it's only in the blink of an eye. Nothing lasts forever. It all goes under in the blink of an eye. Always alive. We're here today, but tomorrow we can die. We're lost within the shadows, caught between the pain, standing underneath the pouring rain. November winter calling, we can't escape the night, bringing on our deepest fears inside. Cold and alive, cold as the night, cold and alive, cold as the And it's only in the blink of an eye. Nothing lasts forever. It all goes over in the blink of an eye. Always alive. We're here today, but tomorrow we can die. We can die.
All right, we are back. I was going to say we are back on Motorcycle Mayhem Radio, but we're not doing Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. Anyway, so I'm hanging out with the band. We're having a great time, man. A lot of great stories, man. But we have to get back to Laz.
Yes, let's get back to Laz.
How did we get involved with, how did we get Laz in the band, Steve?
All right, so I'll tell you the funny story how I met him first before he was in the band, and it had no influence on why he was in Arrival, but a couple of years before Arrival, I don't know how many years, Laz put an ad out looking for a singer for a band.
Right.
And, you know, me, I'm eclectic, so I was, at that time, let's see, I think I was still playing drums at that time.
Right.
I played drums for like
I remember.
12 years before. So I think I was playing drums, and I wanted to do something different. So I was like, you know what, I could sing. You know, let me see if there's a band out there that I could sing for.
Right.
So, looking at these ads, so there's one right in Oceanside where I grew up. I'm like, cool, I'll go down there. Who is it? It's Laz and his friend and a drummer.
That's so cool.
Now, I didn't know, him, didn't know anything about him, nothing. I went down, listened, they played some of the songs. I was like, cool, okay, whatever, let me work on it, think about something. I think their band broke up. Laz and I completely lost touch, and that was it, right? And never heard from him again, didn't know what happened.
I have to ask before you continue.
Yeah.
What songs did you do with that band?
None.
None.
Nope. I just went down, listened. They were all original.
Okay.
So I just listened to them play,
Yeah.
and I don't know what I think they were probably looking for someone screamy, which because they were a little more heavier than what I was going to do. So it wouldn't have worked out for me anyway. But we never got to that point.
Wow.
But that was it. So never heard from him again or anything.
Wow, that's funny, man.
Now Arrival's looking for a guitar
player. We went through a couple. E-Hole,
right? Didn't last. He got E-holed out.
Well, I always remember. I won't cut you off, Steve. But
No, go ahead.
I always pictured that flux period where we didn't have Laz, I always associate your Halloween party with that. Remember we were all there at the Halloween party, 92 in the fall.
My Halloween
Your
party.
So I remember you were there.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I have that picture.
Yeah.
I have
somewhere
pictures
still,
too. Yeah,
So that
I was
to
a
me is like-
wizard. I think.
Yes, that's
The wizard.
Laz moment where we just-
And of course, he was the Bee Gees.
I think we had, I think we had 2
All
or 3
three?
songs done without Laz, and then it picked up after that. So go ahead. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah, we did the three songs. Right in the
Right.
can.
Where will you be?
Where will
like
you
you
be?
do? And
Like you do, and you
My
say.
out of tune guitar. So,
So that was the, so we had these 3 songs, as a starting point for our direction, and now we need a guitar player. How many did we have that came before Laz? It was
We had a couple.
quite a few, and nobody, we just didn't feel the vibe.
No.
Nobody kind of.
Being in a band with guys, it's a lot like riding a motorcycle. When you get on a motorcycle, you feel it. This is my motorcycle. When you're playing in a band, it's the same thing. You got to feel it. You got to work together. We always had that. We had that connection.
yes.
You know what I mean?
We
That-
did, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Had to get there though.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then,
Find the right people.
right, because you're like, I feel like I started with my ex-wife with that band and went to with this guy, brought this guy in, then me and him went, then we got you, then me and you went, then we got Craig, then we got rid of him. You know what I'm saying?
It was a process.
It was a process to, to get where we are now. But again, how did we get Laz?
So Laz
Part
is
three.
simple, right? I mean, Laz just answered the ad we had out.
Yeah.
We were at that point probably like, okay, another guy coming down, whatever.
Yeah.
And Laz showed up. Great look, hair, skinny rockin' looking dude. And I didn't recognize him. I think he realized who I was before I realized who he was.
Right.
It was later. And he just started playing it. To me, it was just like you could tell that he was a virtuoso. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
And then and I thought at first could be too much for us, because I thought that would he fit in, because I didn't think we were not a shredded band. We were more of a melodic,
Right.
noir, that kind of
Laid
rock.
back.
Would Laz fit in? And he did. I think it was a perfect storm.
Right.
He reshaped us too.
He totally reshaped us.
Yeah.
But the influences of you, all right, we have similar influences, but we also have different
Right.
influences.
Right.
You like a little lighter stuff. I like a little heavier stuff. You like a little heavier stuff.
Right.
Laz liked what he liked. That combination of all of our talents and likes.
Then you threw your magic on top of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It just
One.
there it was. I mean, it was like,
Right.
wow, this is exactly in my head what I wanted this to be. It wasn't too heavy. It wasn't too light. It was somewhere in the middle. We had light songs. We had heavier songs. Incredible guitar leads, incredible keyboard parts, incredible vocals.
Right.
Me and you were rhythm section, so we were
Yeah.
but
I wasn't proud of my
we
playing
kept
back
the beat
then.
down.
I
Honestly,
beg
I
to
was-
differ. You
kept
guys
it-
were incredible, man.
We kept it moving and kept people,
Monster Face.
Laz was very
Monster Face. That's all they wanted from me.
picking stuff up. In other words, you could throw something at him, and it didn't take him long to figure it out, and add something of his own
and
into
you
it.
too. And you too. By the time we were done with chord structures,
Right.
he already had half the lyrics written.
But I will say, what the three of you have in common, you all said to me, "Slow the fuck down." Or speed up. And when we used to play, I would always be like so nervous. Man, playing, am I doing it? I'd look at Craig, and I'd see Craig going, and then I'd be like,
Because it was like singing it was like, again, like anytime any way you want it was like all of a sudden she loves to laugh, she loves to sing, she does everything.
Yeah, it loses the rhythm when you go too fast.
yeah, it was
But
just
then
fun. It
adrenaline
was fun.
pumps, especially you're the youngest member, right?
Yeah.
So you're a young
No,
dude.
Laz was.
That's right. Laz was even younger than you.
Yeah, Laz was young. He's a young guy.
Laz is still younger than you, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he's,
I don't think he caught up.
he's a baby. He's a baby.
Laz has never played the same thing twice. He's very unpredictable.
Right. He did do
But then
something.
once he locks it in,
Yeah.
he which always amazed me too.
He did do something on one song that we
Wait a
did.
minute. How did he
Yeah.
plays that same song? How does he play that over and over again?
Then he solo stuff. He liked to switch it up, and but he was never short on ideas either. You had to really-
No.
I remember.
Yeah.
He still isn't, by the way.
Yeah. And you got to keep up.
He did something in one of the songs, and I tried to explain it to him. Like, dude, you did this. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It was so frustrating because it was a perfect fit for that song. And I have it somewhere on tape somewhere.
Oh my!
But I got to go through all my tape. I got shit everywhere, man. So I got to figure that out. But Laz is definitely. People ask me who your favorite guitar player is. I go, Laz Novak. Yeah, I think to me, he's like one of the best guitar players I've ever heard.
His solo stuff too is really incredible.
Incredible.
And he writes it all himself. He plays everything himself.
Yeah.
It's really, impressive.
You know, if you listen to my radio show, Motorcycle Mayhem, he does a lot of my bumpers. Is Laz. They're going in and out of segments.
Yeah.
And in the show is Laz. You know what I mean? So
That's cool.
he's incredible, man.
Incredible.
So, years go by, and here we are.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
We got married. Me and you got married. We have kids. You're married. You have kids. Craig, you're
If anyone's out there.
single and living it.
Well,
Single and loving it.
you and I, we got married. Then we got married.
We got married.
One for me.
One for me. One and done.
I love Christine, though. She was awesome.
Yeah.
She's a sweetheart. But
That's true. Yeah. And the big city video, she was pregnant. With
yeah.
my daughter. So my daughter's even in the video.
That's awesome.
Let's talk about that gig. That was a fun day.
That was a
It was
fun
a long day too.
Long day.
That was June of '93, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Right?
June 23rd.
Outside
But
in
I always
Hamptons.
forget, who did we open up for?
Jolin.
Jolin
It
Turner.
was Joe Lynn Turner.
And Badfinger,
Yeah.
That's
Um,
Badfinger's the one. Yeah.
which
Well,
is
it was
cool
Joey
because I
Mullins, who
was
was-
Joey Mullins,
Yeah.
Badfinger.
Yeah.
Right.
The funny part about Joey Mullins, I remember before we went on, I was walking into the changing room area in the back there. They had it was kind of way out of the way, and I'm splashing cold water on my face because it was a very hot day.
It was out there.
And I see suddenly this guy comes out of one of the stalls with a towel around. That's it, the wet hair. And I said, "Wow, it's really hot today." He goes, "It's going to get a lot hotter." I'm like, "Who is this guy?" It turned out to be Joey Mullins.
Oh.
Getting ready. And I remember his set was strange. Do you remember he stopped?
Yes.
He stopped the
I
show.
wanted to jump up there.
I
I
mean,
was like, I know it.
I think he didn't like the sound of something. Like the sound was giving him problems.
Right.
And instead of just soldiering on, he'd stop the set. It was very awkward.
Very awkward.
Wow. I remember that. That's when I drank a lot of beer back then,
Yeah.
So, Uncle Beer.
Remember piling in my van to get there even?
Oh, yeah.
All in the van.
That was
I drove
awesome.
myself.
Did you?
Yes, I had gotten my new stick shift car, my '93 Sentra, which was.
You still have that car? Honestly, you still
I
have
thought
it?
we all piled in.
No, I drove myself out there.
Except
Yeah.
for Craig.
I think we went together some.
Yeah.
But I remember something like that. Yeah. But just to interrupt you for a second, I got to tell you guys a great story that you guys would appreciate. And I am an asshole, yeah. So I went to this rock festival up in Albany somewhere. I forgot the name of the town. It was a 3-day rock festival, all these bands. So after the first day, me, my ex-wife, and our friend Deb, and a couple of people went to this restaurant, and we're hanging out, and there's a band sitting across from us, and people taking pictures with them. Who are these people? I don't know. So I was doing another radio show back then called the Jim Shinishi Show. So
Jim, may rest in peace.
Yes, I go up to the table. Hey, guys. I give them stickers for Jim Show. Hey, thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I go back to my table. I get up. I go take a piss. And one guy gets up and go take a piss also. So we both walk into the bathroom together. I go to the urinal. He goes into the stall. So he talking to me over the stall saying, so what's going on up here? I go, yeah, okay. Like, you don't know. The rock festival. I go, all right, what band are you in? I said, I got to ask you, what band are you in? He listens to me. He's laughing. He goes, I'm in a band called Chevy Metal. I go, Chevy Metal? I go, never heard. Oh, like, we do a lot of covers and stuff. You playing? He goes, yeah, we're playing tomorrow. Oh, cool. All right. Go back to me. We walk out, fist bump, go back to the table. I'm sitting there, my ex-wife and my friend, and he gets up, he comes back over to me. Nice talking to you. Gives me a fist bump. And he's got a smile on his face. And he leaves. So we're talking about this guy, Chevy Metal. It was fucking Taylor Hawkins. It was that was his fucking band. Taylor Hawkins' band was Chevy Metal. And they were playing up there. So the next day, he probably didn't see me. I'm at the stage, I'm looking at him like, you motherfucker. And I knew he looked familiar, but he had this big hat on his head. His hair was up. You couldn't tell who it really was. It was fucking Taylor Hawkins. I said, I'm taking a piss with Taylor Hawkins, right? We're talking. It was nice, but Now I wish I would have got pictures with him and blah blah blah. Blah.
It was a warm moment.
It was a warm moment.
It's
It was.
fun. Rock and roll has another fun moment.
Yeah, of course it does. A lot of good stuff, man. We have a lot of great memories, guys. We've been through a lot together as a band. Even though we had a lot of times that we weren't together, we didn't. Maybe there was years that we didn't even talk, but we were still always there for each other.
There's always that, hey, what's going on?
Right.
Hey, let's do this. Hey.
You got to thank Facebook for that, honestly, because Facebook put a lot of people back together again, man.
I got one more story about the old rival days. When we debuted at your family barbecue.
My family barbecue.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Oh my God, those were the best. Those days were awesome. It wasn't a family barbecue. I mean, we'd have a barbecue in my backyard, but we'd have like a fire pit and Warren could break out the fucking
Nobody's
acoustic.
business.
Yeah. He'd break out the acoustic
Oh, doing Triumph. I mean, him and my wife singing Triumph together.
Oh
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, I gotta get these guys in the studio.
yeah.
And I tried. We tried.
No,
we did a couple of songs. You and
Backups only, right? That was it.
Well, there's a couple where you're singing together.
There is.
Well, I had a vision of a Fleetwood Mac type band with him and my wife singing, and we did a couple of songs. And you went by the wayside as things do, but I still have them. So
What do you guys remember about
We should
the
finish
Zebra
them.
show?
Salvation and
What? Yeah, man, I remember
those
that.
songs?
Yes, I have the lyrics still written in one of my old books.
yeah, it was just a drum machine demo.
That is so cool.
I said, let's talk about the Zebra show. I remember Johnny called me up and said, guess who we're opening up for?
Zebra.
Zebra.
That was great.
I was at Lemore's in Brooklyn.
Lemoore West, yeah, in Brooklyn. You know what's sad about that whole situation? Still to today, I still never seen Zebra live.
Yeah, I know, because we had all our equipment.
we had to get out.
We had to leave. Get
off the stage. Get off the stage.
Brooklyn. I'm not leaving my van full of equipment on it.
No.
We had no safe place to put it, so we had to actually leave.
Absolutely. But that was definitely a memorable show because there was a lot of people there. Remember?
Yeah.
That was a big show. That was awesome. And then Zebra, they actually watched us from the side of the stage. Remember?
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember it went so fast, our set.
Yeah.
We were on and off.
No, that was me. That was me going fast, Greg.
I think it felt like it went so fast.
Yeah.
No, it didn't feel like it was me just going fast. That was.
That was a contributing factor.
But no, we had a lot of great times, man. So, what do you want to add to that story? Because that's a great story.
Yeah, that was the first taste, I think, of our, getting to open up for someone bigger,
Right.
Than just the local Long Island.
And Lemoore.
Right.
Of course. I didn't know what
For
Brooklyn
us,
was.
the rock capital of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I mean,
Brooklyn, New York.
and we fit right in, too.
That's an awesome thing.
Yep. The crowd that was there, I mean, it was a little light because it was early. We were one of the first bands to go on. But I remember there being a decent amount of people there, and they were all somewhere else, and then we started playing, and everyone that was there at least came up front.
Right. That was the great part.
Something new. Well, whoa, what's this?
It's a great feeling, even like I said, for me, not after the arrival, I really didn't do nothing. And have all these friends that I was involved with that were in bands, like I said before. But is it also a great feeling to be like, yeah, I played in Lemoore West. I played in Brooklyn. We played at Sparks. We played at Nobody's. Those are big places, man, to play. You know what I mean? To be able to say that, which is really cool,
It's an impressive resume.
Right. I got to play Sundance, too, a long time ago. That was great.
Did you?
Back in the day, yeah. My conspiracy band.
Yeah, I played Sundance.
Sundance?
A different band, though, yeah.
Yeah, that place was great, though, man.
I never got to play there.
Sundance, yeah.
You never played there?
Who did I see there?
Curve played.
The Bullet Boys.
The Bullet Boys.
The Bullet Boys?
Curve played Sundance. That's
The Bullet Boys just played the Cruise.
I saw them in Virgin Steel.
Virgin Steel.
I was a double bill that night.
Virgin Steel.
My
Steele?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
my friend had a band called Invasion back in the day. You know Joe Hanko?
Of course.
That was Joe Hanko's band, Invasion.
I know him very well.
Right. And my friend Dave was the drummer, so I was like 15 years old. I wasn't allowed in these bars. And Joe Hanko's girlfriend used to babysit me in the dressing room. Like, you can't leave the dressing room. I'd help set the drums up, then into the dressing room. And I remember the biggest thing for me was one night in Sundance, they opened up for Metal Church. And at the time, Metal Church was my favorite band. So it was so cool for me to go out there and help the drummer set his drums up. He was the coolest dude. And then before they went on, it was me, the drummer, and I think the guitar player. We walked down to Burger King. And we got food, we had a little food fight. And I was like, I'm a fucking metal chick. You know what I mean? And then like a few weeks later, I did the same thing with Anthrax, but they're a bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know what I mean? So, and Motorhead. Got to meet Lemmy. I got to fucking meet Lemmy. Yeah, I got to talk to him, shake his hand. You know what I mean? He was great. So some cool stuff. Sundance holds a place in my heart. I played there about 7 times myself.
Yeah.
Good old days.
He opened up another one. Did you? He opened up
Yeah, that didn't work out.
out east.
Yeah,
I
it
played it
didn't.
with my Journey tribute band.
Never same.
Wait a minute, so the original Sundance was where? Maybe I played that
Bayshore.
one.
No.
Maybe I played that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
the one
maybe.
out at Ridge, Rocky Point.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
the
Somewhere
second
over
one.
there.
The second
The
one.
second one.
Never
The
the
not
same.
so.
The not so cool one.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that's the
I
one I
played
played.
Not so
That's the
Sundancey.
one I played.
Not so Sundance.
So we did these recordings, and what did we do after that? What was up next? We did Who's to Blame and Nobody's Business.
Oh, gee, I don't know if I remember the actual order we
yeah.
recorded them in.
The funny part is, it was funny. We would record the drums first. I remember I had an epiphany, which was really not. I just had bought a DAT machine.
Right.
If I remember correctly. We were just with the idea we'd mix down to a DAT, and I had this little 8-track machine, which what we did our demos on. And I said, what if we submix, the tracks on the 8-track down to 2 tracks on the digital, then bounce them back. And I think that's been done for years.
Right.
But I said, oh my God, we have 12 tracks available to us. that allowed us to, make a fuller, because don't forget, home recording and it was just a cassette machine at the time.
Right.
That was starting to boom. I think I got the second.
Yeah, the Mach 2.
Iteration.
Tascam 488
Right.
Mach 2.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And
I have one too. It was so great that he had one, I bought one.
I what would you? Yeah.
Well, so we were able to make these, demos that had a little more to them than just 4 tracks. And Steve and I would end up meeting, to mix them all the time. And
It was an art form back then.
Yeah.
No automated boards.
That's right.
It was memorizing. All right, this has to go up to 3
Yeah.
at this point. Then pull this one down. Change it. This goes to left. This goes to right. It was like
like a
orchestration.
rehearsal.
The 2 of us with our hands going like.
The funny part is still to this day making this album, and between you, him, and Laz, I'm like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? You know what I mean? Okay, cool. That's all I can write. Awesome. Send me this file, Steve. Don't ask me for shit, 'cause I don't know what you're talking about.
That's amazing that we can do that now.
Yeah, it is.
how I
We
felt
don't
all
even need to be in the same area anymore, and we
Right.
can record, which is kind of sucky and good. Good because
Which-
we could do it because Laz being in California,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be able to do anything
True.
without flying him in and out every time.
Right.
But
Which-
sad because we're not in the same room together.
Right.
Because that's when the magic happens.
But
for us.
speaking of which one of our best songs that we ever have is Bleed. That song's fucking killer.
Yes.
Bleed for me.
That's a new.
That's a new arrival. It's not on the album, but hopefully we can continue. Why not make a
That's
second?
on our album, Smell the Glove.
Smell it. Smell it.
Sexist. Oh,
One more roll of the dice.
such a fine line between stupid and brilliant.
What do you call that thing coming down? We'll get the
There was a
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge monument in danger of being trampled by dwarves.
Oh man!
No, we're not bloody doing Stonehenge.
But that was great about this band. We always had fun, man. We always had a good time.
Absolutely.
Writing, you guys did the writing. I just did whatever, and it was always fun watching these songs come to what they are. You know what I mean? Even the new stuff. I mean, we did Bleed, we did Prisoners, and we did one other song. Not even in
I've
this,
never been.
Yeah.
Like I've never been
like I never.
before.
Yeah,
I've never been
Like I've never been gone.
gone. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I have some mixes of those.
I had that too
I don't have
somewhere.
anything. Yeah.
Gone. I have a finished version of Prisoners. Should I play it?
We finished that?
Do you have a version? Of
I have a version of Prisoners. I'll
I
play
put
it.
that on my last album.
All right.
With a female singer.
All right, so we got to go to break. Let's go play Prisoners and Bleed for Me. All right, and then we'll come back to finish this up. We'll be right back right after this.
Rain falls outside my window as I lay thinking, should I have picked up the phone today? day. Captured in the middle of a time gone by. Captured in the middle of a time gone by. Desire lurks beneath the surface, with reparation still somewhere caught between now and then. A stalemate forever binds us from moving on or back again. Captured in the middle of a time gone by. Well, we're captured in the middle of a time gone by. Oh, we're captured in the middle of a time gone by. This day is mine and it won't be the last. I've been beating down walls, trying to bury the past. Tasted the kiss like a curse to my lips, going nowhere like mad. Traded roses for whips. Can I get an amen? Can I still call you friend? Would you still bleed for me the way we used to be? We had plenty of chances and more wasted time. At the end of the day, can I still call you of the night, you were gone just as fast. Left me to stand as my world came undone. Why did you have to leave? Why did you turn to run? We had plenty of chances and more wasted time. At the end of the day, can I still call you mine? Out of the dark, into the light. Out of the dark, into the light. Out of my hands, out of my sight. Would you still bleed for me? Would you still bleed for me? Like I'd still bleed for you. Let the moment carry us home. Let it be like the days that we still call our own. Let it be. Out of the dark, into the light. Out of the dark, into the light. Out of my hands, out of my sight. Would you still bleed for me? Would you still bleed for me? Like I'd still bleed for you. Let the moment carry us home. Let it bleed like the days that we still call our own. Let it bleed. Let it bleed. Yeah. Let it bleed. Let it
We are back on Arrival Radio.
Arrival Radio. Radio.
Up next, Arrival. And we'll be playing 24 hours Arrival.
Arrival. Non-stop.
Last roll of the dice.
This just in, Steve.
Arrival. This just in.
I think now you mentioned last roll. That was the night of the snowstorm. I think we recorded that song.
Which one? Last roll?
Last roll of that, yeah.
Right?
I don't
Yes.
know why that gravitated to be the name.
Yeah, that's
Like,
a
it
cool
was on
name.
Our old T-shirts, we put it on the back too.
The cassette
I don't know why.
tapes.
Just something about that phrase. Like
Somebody, one of us must have said last roll of the day.
Maybe.
it must have been you.
Maybe.
because
I don't know. Johnny?
Maybe. I don't
song,
remember.
Right?
Yeah.
So is that what you called it originally? We have to go
Last
back
roll
and
of the
look at
dice.
the book.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I loved about all the
That's
songs?
why. You did.
All the songs that we did was Warren's life.
It really.
All right?
Every fucking song.
Every downfall he had in
What
life.
it's about because I don't want to like piss anybody off. But yes, every damn song except for the stuff obviously that you guys wrote was about something.
That you did.
Well, yeah. My
so-
ex-wife, my this, my
something in his
that.
life. I'm
But
kicked
that's
out
why
of the
you
street
can do
again.
it. That's why you have that. You have that tormented soul that allows you to do that.
And I love you for one very huge reason recently. And you want to know what that reason is?
What?
Because you gave me waves of sadness. And
Waves
I
of
say to
sadness.
myself, man, you know what? If I look at it that way, yes.
Yeah. See, I don't like the
Handle
word
it.
depressed.
Wait.
I don't like the word depressed.
Right. Something.
So
You saying Waves of Sadness?
that's what
Wait,
I call
that's
it.
a new
So
song
maybe
right
you should write
there.
a song.
Oh, man.
Maybe we could co-write
It
a
hit
song.
home, man. It hit home.
It's true.
When you
right?
said it, I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's better.
Oh, cool.
It's
Yeah.
better.
Maybe we'll write a song about that.
So, what's your favorite Arrival song?
Oh gosh, I love them all.
Stairway to Heaven.
I like them all. I can't, I can't pick one out. It's
Yeah.
just all so good. And when we do a new one, that's my favorite.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
we do a new one, and that's my favorite.
Tough Love always is my. I love Tough
was
Love.
Great.
Where'd that come from? Like, I think about Tough Love. I'm like, where the fuck did this song come from?
I have a cassette recording of us doing it
Right.
in Arrival Studios.
Right.
The
I
next
remember it.
song. That
Wow.
was the next song we were going to do.
Wow, that's such a, I love that song, man. This is fucking awesome.
I mean, yeah, I that was one of, when you guys played for me. I had no idea it existed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And then
Tough
you,
Love wasn't you? That was on the music, I mean?
No, I mean, no, I had nothing to do with it really.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That'd be last.
Was it Laz's song?
It might have been what we
was it
did.
you?
It wasn't me.
Wasn't you?
No, I'm an augmenter. I like to name choruses and stuff. It might have been one of the. I have this riff, and then I have this keyboard part.
Yeah, I think
you started writing the lyrics. I started playing the bass. I mean,
That's
that's
probably
a
what
lot
it
of the
was.
songs.
Maybe it was us, just everybody.
It was probably a Laz starting riff.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens with those songs.
No, just it's one of my favorites though. That I think one of Laz's best guitar solos is Killing Us. That guitar solo is just fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But the guitar solo he did on Bleed, the first guitar solo he had, I loved it. And then he changed it. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I changed it. I'm like, why? And my biggest thing is I always, when we record and playing, I always give myself little accents like to know like, okay, this is sound here, I'm playing this. So his guitar solo was something I went with. So he sent me the whole guitar thing without a guitar solo. And now with a click track, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. That was the worst, man. That was the worst. But I would love to get back in the studio. I think we got to come out with another album. I think we do.
I think Bleed is my favorite Arrival song.
Yeah?
That's the way it came out. Yeah, just
That's just an awesome kick-ass tune, no. Dum, ba, boom, boom.
That's up until Bleed. It was killing us.
Well, like I
And then
said,
when Bleed
every time
came
we
out,
do a
like,
new
oh my
one, that
God.
becomes my favorite.
Bleed is just the culmination of everything that
I mean,
love
Room
about
of
this
Tears
band.
was a great
Oh,
song.
Room of
too.
Tears is a great song, man.
Oh,
That is, let's
you know.
watch love die.
Like, just right out the gate. It was
Notice
just
a lot
like
of my
grab
lyrics.
ya.
A lot of my
That
lyrics had
opening
that.
riff.
Let's watch love die.
One,
We're gonna die.
Juan,
A lot of dying going on.
Who's to Blame was very cool. I will say. That's another-
Juan was a very pissed off singer back in the day. I gotta tell you. you know.
Or manically depressed. One or the other. No.
Do you guys remember the one highlight which I forgot to mention before? It was the photo session we did at
Oh, it's Steve's
yeah.
house.
Steve's house.
Diane Light.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
That was her name. Yeah.
I remember that too.
That was great. That was
Yeah.
great.
My parents' basement.
My
Yeah.
hair was living in for me on that one. In fact, that was the
Makeup.
yeah. I said
Your wife,
it was
right?
so fun just to
Was
do
it Kathy?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I bought these snakeskin boots for that shoot, and I was like, I couldn't wait to get them off my fucking feet. Like, there's no way I'm playing in these fucking things. That's for sure. Oh, how does Gene Simmons do this shit?
Yeah. Oh my God.
That was fun though. That was a really fun day.
That was great, man.
All those things, like you felt like you were in a real band. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, up until Arrival, I had been in cover bands,
Right.
and teenage, playing at parties and, to get beer and stuff. So that, like, when we first started this, it felt like, wow, this might be what it feels like to be in a real band that's not,
Right.
a cover band. That's like,
Yeah.
photo shoots and videos.
Videos.
Writing songs that, like, everybody seemed to like. Like, everybody I played
Oh, I
the
love-
song, it was just like,
Everybody has a
turned
reaction.
heads. It was like, whoa, what? Like you said, your dad said,
Yeah.
that's your band? Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's
A couple of radio shows that, before I started mine, Vinny Castro, you know Vinny?
Of course I know.
Okay. I sent him, I gave him the see Arrival stuff. He couldn't believe how good it was. Holy shit, this is your band? Loved it. Played it on his show all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very something, for me, something I'm very proud of being part of.
Oh, my.
And with this album out now, it's just like what an accomplishment. Yeah, 36 years later, whatever.
Hey.
If I get a steak dinner out of this, I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying?
I'll buy you steak dinner.
Thank you, Steve. Right? Peter Lucas steak dinner.
Whatever you want, man. Sky's the
Brooklyn.
limit. You drive, I'll buy.
There you go. But you know what? That's just the accomplishment, knowing the beast of place. Like when I do my radio show, right? There's sometimes like we go to Daytona a lot, and we get the hotel rooms and all that stuff. And I'll tell my girlfriend, like, this is cool. Like this was comp to us because of the radio show. I've been on 2 cruises. That was comp to us that we were invited on. That's why I did the show with Lou Graham.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was really cool. So it's like, that's how I'm feeling with the band right now. It's like, I want to be in a restaurant having a steak and saying, you know what, the fucking band did this. The band got this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was something that was so cool that we did 36 years ago.
It is kind of wild.
But you guys know what the next thing is going to be with this band, right? What's going to happen? Because it's going to happen. A movie is going to happen where they're going to want a track. They're going to want a track from our album. That's what happened.
Well, that's our record company is supposed to try to find
Yeah.
that too. Any kind of hook into
Right.
any kind of media, really, to
Yeah.
license out the music.
Right. So let's talk about the
never
record
know.
company for a second.
Okay.
So what label are we on? Just tell everybody.
So it's F&A
Right.
Records, like F&A,
F&A.
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 F&A record. Oop, I lost us. Hold on.
F&A Records.
F&A records. And every week you can go to get our album. You got to check it out, guys. Now they got shirts. Did you know about the shirts?
Yeah, the shirts are, the album cover. Is it above me? Am I on camera?
It is.
So
No, you're not. Sorry.
I'm not. Okay.
Now you are. I had it above me too. So
The shirt has that on it. I didn't see it yet, but it's a black T-shirt.
yeah, it's pretty cool though.
It's cool, right? And the autograph package too, of course.
Yeah, we just did an autograph package. That's,
Right? So if anyone wants a CD with our autograph on it, you could purchase one of those too with
Yep.
all of our autographs.
and we have a special edition smudge ones as well.
Yes.
Yes, and if
See
you
it?
get the smudgy one, you
smudgy
know
one.
that Johnny smudged that all by himself. So
I'm always a mess. Me and my girl go out to dinner. It's like, adult, and they go, who's the kid sitting here? And all the crumbs all over the place. Right? That's me. Look at my desk back here. You seen it? Well, fucking disaster. I always been. I used to love going to the studio right underneath February's, and on the way there, you'd stop at Taco Bell. Bring all the tacos.
Yeah, a couple of beers. We had the little refrigerator down.
Yeah,
there.
we
That
had
was
it.
a really cool studio.
We had a cool studio.
We had fun.
It was
How big
barbecue.
did you say that was?
what?
Is it bigger this room or is it smaller than this room?
The first one we had was small,
Yes.
Well, I would say it was about the same size as
and
room.
then
but-
the big room, and we got the big room.
Right,
we got the
had
big
to
room.
graduate to the big
It
room.
was bigger than this.
With a
Yeah.
low ceiling,
Yeah.
right? Am I
Yeah.
right? Low ceiling.
Low ceiling. We had the pictures. I have some
If
of
I'm
those
not
pictures
mistaken,
in there.
the
We
first
could-
one
Yeah.
was
That was the big room.
downstairs and to the right.
That was the big.
That was the first one.
That picture of us.
That's the first one.
And then we went to the left, and then we got the big room in the back.
Yeah.
Big room in the back. Which, what was the band that was in there?
Oh,
Sinister Minister.
is that what they were?
Remember those guys?
Cool.
Sinister Minister?
Sinister
great memory.
Minister.
Wow.
It's everything.
I
They were in
remember.
the big one, the big room,
Right.
and we were in the little room.
Yeah, okay.
And then they left, and I think the people in the small room didn't want it. So we moved to the big room, and then they left. We were down there by ourselves.
Ourselves, right. I remember a band called Scapegoat back in the day, too.
Yes.
Scapegoat.
We always played with Scapegoat, remember?
Yep.
That was good shit, man.
Cool guys. A lot of cool bands.
Awesome stuff, man. We have a lot of great memories. We should definitely do this more often,
Anytime.
right? So, guys, check out our album, man. Our album's out there. It's really fucking awesome, I gotta say. Last Roll of the Dice, Arrival. Go on fnarecords.net and buy yours, man.
Buy them up.
Buy them up. You know, support us. We want to come back. There we are in the olden days. Well, I see Warren, Laz, and Steve, and Craig. I'm hidden back there somewhere, right? So our new release is out, and it's doing good so far, I think, right? I mean,
It's doing very well. I mean, even the electronic, any of the media, Spotify, it's really doing well.
you can buy it anywhere. You can buy it on FNA Records.
Yeah, FNA Records. There's other. You could just Google it if you want, and
It's pretty
there's
cool.
2 or 3 different outlets, I believe.
You know what's kind of funny is my daughter Rebecca literally was like, "Dad, do you know you're on Spotify?" And she called me out of the blue for that. She's like texting me, "This is so cool. This is so great."
Yeah.
No, I didn't know actually. Oh yeah, look at that.
So it's cool.
It's excellent. Yeah, so we're on all the major platforms. You could listen to it right now if you want.
That's right. Arrival. Buck, can you put in? I noticed that you have to put in like Last Roll of the Dice, Arrival, or Room of Tears,
just,
Arrival.
like we said at the beginning, there's so many Arrival bands.
Right.
If you put in Arrival, Last Roll of the Dice, absolutely we come up. There's no other Arrival, Last Roll of the Dice.
Right. So, guys, you want to end with anything else? Or
No, thank you so much,
Great,
Johnny.
thank you.
yeah,
I was just rethinking the whole lyric thing, and yeah, I was pissed off.
yeah.
I was going over the lyrics.
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
head
the-
before,
yeah,
I'm
the
like,
pissed
"Holy
off."
shit, why was I so mad?
I realized that in one of the songs that we did, and one was like, "Johnny's a fucking asshole." Right?
I actually remember that
So, hey, what did I do?
because no, because you just had the greatest sense of humor. To make you laugh was like a goal.
There you go.
It was always a great thing to hear you laugh.
It's always a lot of fun, man. Being in the band. I want to thank you guys for giving my fucking last 36 years. Just so memorable, man. Just to say that we.
Same here.
How many bands you guys know that started back then are still together, like talking?
The Stones.
So when it comes to mind.
They're dead. I mean, come on now, let's be honest.
It's funny how I'll just say one thing about I remember if you look at when we started and what was popular at the time. We were an uphill battle.
Yeah, it was.
So,
That's true.
Yeah, grunge had just taken over.
It did.
Right when we started.
Right.
Yep.
So it was, we were commercially doomed from the start.
Yes.
I think Doc from FNA Records said it best, that we were just a little past.
Yep, we just missed
Just
it.
missed that freaking mark.
Just missed it. A few years back,
Yeah.
and it could have been a different story. But it doesn't matter. The story is what it is.
Yeah.
The story
And,
continues.
We're all still here.
And it's funny. What,
and relatively happy.
that's right. And the best part is, no,
Relatively.
we don't know where this album can go. It can go.
No, and
To
there'll
a
be
mo-
another one.
Right. There will be another
There
one.
will be another one, and this is going to be all new material, nothing from the old days. So it's going to be something from today.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As we write it.
Yeah.
I was going to say absolutely zero AI.
Zero AI.
Zero.
Zero.
Right.
AI.
No AI in this band.
One was like, fuck AI, man.
Dude,
AOR,
don't even get me
not
started.
Yeah,
Great.
AOR, but not AI.
Now I know his next song about AI.
No AI.
Fuck AI, yeah.
What's this word? Noah.
Noah.
No AI.
Man, it was so awesome having you guys in the studio here. To bring one of my world and my other world mixed together here, which is awesome.
Totally.
And love you guys, and
Love you too.
can't wait to get back into the studio and do some stuff.
Absolutely.
So again, check out Arrival, guys. Last roll of the dice, fnarecords.net. You hit that Arrival button, buy our CD, support us, and we have some new stuff coming out real soon. So Steve, Greg, and Warren, we're out of here.
Step inside and close the door. Take the gold rings off. Now tell me what's wrong. I put everything